Place that has provided an outlet for family fun for almost 60 years will be no more.
We first told you about this last night at 11. This picture on Fantasy Island's website makes it official. The amusement park is closed. Ed Riley is on Grand Island with how people are taking the news. Ed?
Well, Keith and Ashley, it's the end of the road for Fantasy Island, and I have to show you something that was just so sad. It sums up this whole story. Just a few seconds ago, the clouds parted behind me, and you could see the sun setting on Fantasy Island. Well, certainly there's a lot of people here on Grand Island who are very upset, but including the town officials who are not happy with the property owner and how they handled this closure.
I was actually sad because I have a 9 and a 6-year-old and they like going to Fantasy Island.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's very sad.
The permanent closing of Fantasy Island was a hot topic, especially for former employees who had worked here as teenagers.
I heard that this morning and I was like, oh, that's such a great memory because where are the kids going to go now?
A statement from Fantasy Island's marketing director said, despite significant efforts to invest in infrastructure, rides, and new themed areas, Fantasy Island did not see an improvement in operating results, and the difficult decision was made to cease operations.
You know, there's a lot of people that get employed there, kids through the summers. There's people that have permanent maintenance jobs. Big part of Grand Island for a very long time.
Fantasy Island opened in 1961. The amusement and water park was known for its rides, animal show, and Wild West shootout. After being operated for 22 years as Martin's Fantasy Island, it was acquired by a California company called Apex Parks Group in 2016.
Just taking my family there past couple years, half the rides were closed down.
American coaster enthusiasts are now worried what will happen to the park's legacy wooden roller coaster called the Silver Comet.
It doesn't always look good. It's scary to think about that we may lose that treasure.
Grand Island officials tell us they were not impressed with Apex's ownership or the way the closure was handled.
But certainly we didn't see this coming in terms of any communication from Apex.
Fantasy Island's closing could mean the loss of $120,000 in county taxes, of which $40,000 went to Grand Island. While the 85-acre lot has value for future redevelopment, officials are hoping to convince Apex to reconsider or find a new owner.
I'm going to try and talk to our state legislators, see if there's anything we can do.
One of the big questions now is what happens to the money people paid for 2020 season tickets. Those were being actively promoted this past December. The Better Business Bureau tells me it is having a very hard time getting answers from Apex about the season tickets. So the recommendation right now is if you bought season passes for the 2020 season, you should file a complaint with the New York State Attorney General's office. Live on Grand Island, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.